Hey peeps, welcome to another video. So today I wanted to talk about my Patreon page, and I wanted to say a massive thank you to everybody that has supported me so far. I also wanted to go over all the changes that I'm making for 2019 and what that's going to look like. So let's get started. Now first and foremost, I want to say an absolutely massive thank you to every single person that has pledged on my Patreon page, be it a $1 pledge or the $100 pledge. Every single one of you has made the world of difference to how I can run my channel, which is absolutely amazing. So I wanted to take this time to thank all of you, and there are a lot. First up we have Alex Pratt, Alexandra Nolan, Amanda Morris, Amy Bartlett, Anka Mustea, Angela McGowan, Angelica Morris, Anne Thwaites, family friend, April Bailey, Betty Jones, Bonnie Glassford, Candace Aikens, Karen Fuchs, Carol Ann John, Caroline Gillum, Caroline Reed, Catherine Reed, Sherry Jackson, Claire Hilton, Claire McInnes, Crystal Collins, Cynthia Smith, Cynthia Watson, Deborah Lindstrom, Diane Refuta, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your names incorrectly, Donna Ransell, Duvallay, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce your surname, Eileen Rafferty, Eleanor Fitzsimmons, Elise Macari, Flora Perkins, Just Gilly, Gwendolyn Taggart, Hannah Evans, Heather Jill, Helen Pridgent, Helen Shield, Henriette Stavis, Jackie Grigsby, Jan Brown, Jane Wilshaw, hi mum, Jennifer Smyzinski, I'm so sorry if I've pronounced that incorrectly, Jennifer Chon, Jessica Mailer, Julia Smith, Julian Collins, Julianne Geisler, Karen Bacchia, Karma Gurley, Just Kate, Catrice Farah, Kirsty Pemmer Patterson, Leah Davis, who is the most patient person in the world, your bags are coming, Leanne Johns, Lisa Rogers, Liz Casper, Laura Evans, Laurie Christian, Louise Vincentini, Lynette Cockburn, Mayan Diane, again I'm so sorry if I've pronounced that incorrectly, Mary Lander, Militia Week, Michelle Brown, Michelle Johnson, Nadia Piskernik, so sorry again if I've said that wrong, Nancy Flood, Nancy Jones, Nicole Hoyer, Once Upon an Elephant, that's the name that I have, so thank you, Orly Golan, Rachel York, Rachel Ridgway, Rebecca Campbell, Sandra Casto, Sandy Griffith, Stephanie Nord, Stephanie Parks, Sarah Pickerel of Studio Moxie, Sue Tovey, Suanne Veal, Summer McDonald, Susan Hardman, Saida Bukhari, and again I'm sorry if I said that wrong, Susan Kaiser, Teresa Kolovna, so sorry if I've said that wrong, Tia, Tina Fisher, Tracy Kunert, Tracy Lau, and Tracy Baker. So thank you to every single one of you. If you are still a patron or if you have donated and then things have changed, thank you for all your support in 2018 and going into 2019. Now for 2019 I have changed things up a little bit because there are so many of you, and I wanted to make sure that I could fulfill the promises that I was making to you guys. So I have changed the tier system. Okay, so first up we have the automatic tier that every Patreon page has, and it's the $1 or more with no rewards tier. And you can pledge from $1 upwards, and there's no rewards on this one. It's just a way of helping out the creator that you enjoy. So next up is the $2 or more pledge, and that is the kittens tier. So for anyone who pledges, I'll give you a shout out in the vlog to say thank you very, very much for your support on my Patreon page. So the next tier is the $5 and up, and that's the cat's whiskers. Now this one hasn't changed. So for people in this tier, I'll be posting usually a selection of 4 patterns, sometimes more, and I'll be asking you to vote on what you would like to see as next month's sew along. So at the moment I'm actually having a vote for February sew along, and it's kind of a runners up of the previous votes that there were. There were actually quite a lot and a lot of patterns to pick from, so I've narrowed it down to the 4 of my absolute favourites that I would really like to sew, and then I get you guys to vote on it, and the winner is the next month's sew along. So that tier hasn't changed, and that's the $5 cat's whiskers. Next up is the $10 tier. Now this used to be the cat's tails, and it would be a key fob every month. Some of you guys have supported me for an entire 10 months on this tier, so you now have a lot of key fobs. So I've changed it up this year, and it's now called the Kitten Mail tier, and that means that every month you will be getting a little something from me in the post with a handwritten card. So I've decided that I'd like to send you guys a Kittenish Behaviour label. Now each one's going to have a different phrase or logo on it. Sean made me do it, KB Peep, Kittenish Behaviour, my little logo, those kind of things, and I'll be sending you guys one of those every month in the post with a little handwritten card from me to say thank you very much for your support. And I thought that would be a nice way of you guys getting something a little bit different every month. Say you follow along with one of the sew alongs, and you can just put one of the little labels into your finished garment. So it's just a little thank you from me that hopefully will make you smile every month. So next up is the cat's ears. Now this has changed because it was a $25 tier. You'd get all of the benefits from the previous tiers, plus we do a private hangout at the end of the month for an hour on YouTube. I'd get you guys to ask me anything, and we've sort of had some really nice little chats. However, I have found that apart from Nancy, it's not been easy to coordinate a time that works for everybody. So I've retired the $25 cat's ears tier. It's still there, but it's been retired and nobody else can pledge onto it, and I'm going to be contacting everybody on that tier just to discuss what you'd like to do going forward. But I'm going to be doing a monthly live stream that's open to absolutely everybody, but anyone in the cat's ears tier will get the small gift in the post from me. They will get to vote on the monthly sew along pattern choice. They'll get a shout out in the Monday vlog after they first pledge, and they get to have their questions answered first in the YouTube hangout. So again, it's an ask me anything kind of situation. So I'll put up a post on the Patreon page asking for your questions, and you can put the questions in the comments, and your questions will be answered first in the live stream. So I do get loads and loads of questions, and I do try my best to keep up and answer all of them, but I thought this would be a really nice way of doing a Q&A session with you guys. And for anyone in the cat's ears tier, they're going to get their questions answered first, because the live stream is going to be about an hour long. So that's the new cat's ears tier. Then we had the cat's pajamas tier, which was $100, and that would be the NCW of your choice. And so you could let me know the types of fabrics you liked, and I would make you up an NCW and send that out, as well as all the previous tiers rewards. So that's actually been retired. So Susan, you'll still have the cat's pajamas tier, and it's up to you. For as long as you'd like to carry on with that, I will happily make you NCWs. But I have changed it for this year going forward. So last year I made around about 29 NCWs, and I have another 10 to make. That was the plan for the rest of January, except for the sickness. Down with the sickness. Anyone know that song? Anyway, I'll shut up. So the new cat's pajamas tier is $150, and it's going to be your very own Chris W Designs penny in clutch wallet, and it looks like this. This thing is immense. This thing has more pockets and more zips and more doodads and everything than the NCW, hence the increase in the price. It is amazing. It's an awesome bag. It holds everything and then some. It is absolutely gorgeous and so cleverly designed. So I'm really looking forward to making you guys some of those for this year. That is literally it. I fancied a change in what I was making from an NCW up to the penny in, so that is the change for the final tier, which is the cat's pajamas. So I hope all of that makes sense. I've got all the links to my Patreon page in the description bar down below, so if you have any questions, head on over there. There should be an answer to everything, but if not, let me know in the comment section down below, or send me a message, or talk to me on the Peeps group on Facebook, and I will try my best to answer them. When I launched my Patreon page last year, I was so nervous about making that video and launching the page, because it was one of those things where I use Patreon as a patron. I support people on there. You can see, if you look at my page, you can see the list of people that I support, and I love it as a platform. But for me to launch my own page for people to support me was one of those things where it's just like, oh no one's going to say yes, and it's going to be very embarrassing and all the rest of it. And I have to say again, I am absolutely blown away by your guys' support. I'm lucky enough that I get to do what I love for a living, and you guys are making that even more viable for me as a long-term goal by pledging through Patreon. So thank you. It really is appreciated, and it does make the world of difference. After all that gushy waffle, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.